Oh, the brother in Chicago. All right, Shalom. We want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Prophet Dash. I say double honor to our apostles and elders and great millstone for teaching this word of truth, sincerity, and for doing well. Salutations to our fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we out here another week, while Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we just kind of want to start something new. Okay, we're going to call us the Friday Night Lights. We're going to be out here whenever we're able to, whenever the Spirit pushes out here to do it. You know, today was one of those days. Me and the brother linked up here. We're going to get some fire for the incense. Okay, but I want to start open up this Revelation 12 and 12. This is the book of Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he hath but a short time. And that's right. Who's the devil? You saw Edom starting off with the super elite, you know, the Rothschilds. You know, they got this whole world agenda. Right now, they got the whole world in an uproar and in a frenzy behind this vaccine. Okay, take what? Take this venom. Okay, which is going to go into CHIP, the MOTP. All right. And that's what they're moving in. They're getting more draconian by the day. I would say by the week, but it's literally by the day. This whole week, you see nothing but draconian measures being passed. Saying if you got more than 100 employees, then that venom is mandated to you, man, to your company, or you're going to get fined. All right? Then they're also saying that so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, so-called people of color, claiming that you're the ones that are more prone to getting this disease, so you got to take the venom. And over 70% of the people that haven't taken the venom, according to Joe Biden, is so-called people of color, man. And you already know, when they mention people of color, who they talking about. They're not talking about the Chinaman, the Arab, the East Indian. They're talking about the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Okay? That's what they're talking about. Right? Those that are disproportionate. And so that's a part of this devil coming down with great wrath, because he know he got a short time. So he got to get this ball rolling. You know? They're pushing heavy things for 2021, but how much more in 2022? Lord willing, we probably be out there. We'll be out there before that. But things are getting heavy, things are getting moving fast, man. All right? Like Joe Biden said, he said that his bases is running thin. Running thin with who? With Jakes, man. And they got these Edomites that are fighting against it too. These so-called Jews. Because that's nothing but the scriptures speaking about how their tongue shall fall on themselves. So, again, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know he hath but a short time. So his time is short. His rulership is short. And you got Australia, they're just basically coming out, telling you about the NWO, saying that we're already in it. We're already in it. Right? And you already see, if you know what's going on in Australia, you see nothing but draconian measures are being taken on the people, man. Taking their kids away, shuffling them into stadiums, force vaccine them up. Okay? Force lockdowns, because that's another thing that's coming. What you see is going on in Australia is nothing but an exercise, because that's going to be implemented across the world, especially here in America. Because that's a part of this devil coming down with great wrath, because you know his time is short. This is the book of Job. The book of Job. This is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Right, so the Lord set up this man's bounds which he can't cross. So this whole New World Order, which is part of the so-called set, all of this is about Esau trying to restart the rulership over again. But this time, he want to put everybody in slavery, all the nations, including his own. And really, he want to get rid of the majority of the people on the earth. I looked at the world population today, and the world population said there was 7.9 billion people on the planet. And right now, see, we ain't looking so crazy as we were before. When we're telling you that this man's the devil, he's gonna come down on you with great wrath, that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, okay, MOTB, that he's gonna have these different agendas that he's gonna force on the people. That's happening right now. That's happening right as we speak. As we speak right now, you got multiple things happening. Again, if you got more than 100 employees, guess what? Everybody got to be mandated to get maxed up. And then they gonna force it in. They got the school systems doing it. All right. And again, this is all about Esau trying to what? Further his agenda. He's trying to reset. It's called what? Great reset, man. What are they trying to reset? They're trying to reset their rulership, but it ain't gonna happen. Because your days are numbered. Your days are with the Most High. Okay? Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Very close.
Right, so this man can't pass those bounds, man. How long you been ruling? Since what? Since over 500 years. Well over 500 years. You've been in power, you've been in rulership. Guess what? Your time is coming to an end. Let's go to Job 24. Job 24. Knowest thou not this is old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So, who is the wicked? We already told you. Esau, Edom, so right. Starting off with your super elite. Okay? Starting off with your super elite, but your time is short. Okay, the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite, who's the chief actor on the earth. This man act like he's gonna come to your country in peace, and what he's bringing war. He's bringing death, destruction, he's bringing confusion, he's bringing his agenda. Okay? And that's what you have. And when he's done sucking you dry, okay, he'll make you a third world country, worse than you were before you left, man.
Right.
Okay?
And to show you, man, all these kingdoms that were ruled by the heathens and wickedness, what happened to them? They were destroyed, man, by the Most High ultimately. Was showing you that what? A kingdom ruled in wickedness, it cannot stand, man, because it's bound to what? To self-destroy. You know, because the rulers don't care about the people, they don't care about the ecosystem, nothing. And Esau, Edom, although this rulership he's been having, since the 1600s, it seemed like a long one, and it seems like it's never gonna end. It has an appointed time, man. And since this is the last kingdom that the Lord's gonna give unto the heathens, he's letting it, compile sin upon sin, so that he could bring a great destruction upon it, man. And this is what we're heading to. The world thinks, oh yeah, we're gonna head back to normal, to normality, when really we're not, man. The world is getting ready to see the wrath, to witness and behold the wrath of the Heavenly Father, man. And the world is seeing it right now, man. The Heavenly Father is bringing fires, earthquakes, floods all over the earth, man. People are born and experiencing the wrath of the Heavenly Father on a daily basis, man. And it seems like, I'll give it right back to you. It seems like, America, Babylon the Great, it's getting hit here and there in certain places, but as a whole, as a country, it's not being hit hard, man. And the judgment that's coming to this place is gonna be what? That's the last bang that the Lord's gonna, give to Esau, man.
You got we're going to do his martial law. He's gonna do a sports lockdown. He's gonna do Third World War. That's man going out with a bang, man. He's gonna fight the Lord. He's gonna try.
The Lord saving the best for last. The best judgment for last.
Right? They got to preach something. It's Romans chapter 9, verse 22. What if the Most High is willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure it with much long suffering? The vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
That's right. So the Heavenly Father is, he's read that last verse.
Romans 9:22. What if the Most High is willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure it with much long suffering? The vessels of wrath fitted for destruction.
He's enduring with much long suffering the vessels of wrath. So he's being patient with Esau, Edom, the wicked. Why? Because he's making an example of this nation, man, on how never to rule ever. Because we speak about it from time to time, man. These other heathen nations like Japheth, Elam, everybody had a chance to rule over the world, man, over the known world at this particular time, man. But the worst rulership, it's under Esau Edom, man. This nigga is destroying everything and everybody, man. See? So he's making the Heavenly Father's patiently, he's being patient with Esau to what? So that he can make a great example out of him and also bring a great destruction upon him, man, because of his wickedness.
Yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 11. Chapter 9, verse 11, it says, I return the sword under the sun, that is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, yet riches to men of understanding. Yet riches to men of understanding, nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to all men.
That's right, and the Lord
happen to them all. I'm sorry, but time and chance happen to them all.
That's right. So the Heavenly Father has given, each nation an opportunity to rule, man. But ultimately, what? He's making the biggest example out of Esau, man, because he's being exposed to the max, man. Yeah, you see how Esau is wicked from the lowest levels to the highest levels in society, man.
Yeah, well, because Esau's the vessel that's fitted for destruction.
That's right.
You got to, he's fitted for destruction. So this man, he dealt with all the another scripture to the Apocrypha, where he talked about how the Lord judged the Canaanites. He let their wickedness piled up over time, man. And then he brought that destruction came through the children of Israel, man. Okay, little by little. He judged them little by little over time, and then what happened? That's what happened with Esau. Esau, like Elder Yashawama was bringing out in their live show, that they just brothers are out there right now, and he was saying that people were like, oh, why Yahushua didn't speak about the devil back during the time when he was, doing his ministry, because over a certain time he had to be revealed, and it wasn't time for him to be revealed yet. He was there, Edom was there because he was ruling. He was a Roman. He was a Roman historian. You had Jacob the Bible too, but he was the Roman emperors. Caligula, Nero, Claudius. He was on a throne in Israel as a Herodian dynasty. So at that point he wasn't revealed yet, man. But now we're in a time where this devil is being revealed, man. He's not so-called white. He's not Caucasian. He's the Edomite the Bible speaks of, man. He's the devil.
And ultimately, Esau he did to a point, but here in this captivity and in this empire, that's where he committed the biggest sin, which is the blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, man. This is where our Lord was crucified, exed out, man. You want to turn this on? Was this the one you were looking for? Wisdom of Solomon 12?
Yep.
Where was that road to destroy by the hands of our fathers, those inhabitants of the Holy Land?
Yeah.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. For the incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chastest thou them by little and little that offend.
Yeah.
And wonderest and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe in thee, O Lord.
Well, that goes to the Israelites. That's for the Israelites. And that's what the Lord did. Because he could have just wiped us out.
Right.
But what was he doing? He was chastising us little by little so that we could turn from our wickedness.
Right.
He didn't get that option to them heathen nations though. Right. He let their because there was another, is it their odious works?
Yeah, I think
okay. So yeah, because like with them heathen nations, man, he allowed them to do wickedness, but we wasn't dwelling with the Canaanites. We wasn't dwelling with them. So imagine us having to be with the Canaanites and had to live through that shit. You already know Jake was already wicked going off, but we had to see that shit. So the Lord took time. Because I think that's the same scripture. It says a worthy colony of the children of Israel, of the children of the Lord. I'll get it. You can read, bro.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon 12:3, it says, "For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those inhabitants of thy holy land whom thou hatest for doing odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices."
That's right, man, because that's what they were doing. And the same thing they're doing here today in this kingdom, man.
That's right.
Wicked sacrifices. Read that again.
Wisdom of Solomon 12:3, "For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our forefathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft."
And that's the same thing they're doing in this land. But this time, the Most High is going to destroy this place. This not going to be saved for a worthy colony for the sons of the power.
And they actually doing worse, man, because in Jeremiah it tells you that that you have done worse than your forefathers, man. Because again, we always say that Babylon the Great, aka America, is a melting pot of all these wicked kingdoms, man. You know, America has adopted, you know, all the wicked customs of the heathens, man, and put them all together in one, man.
It's like a big wicked gumbo.
That's right, hell yeah, man. It says, for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children.
The same thing they're doing here. Like the brother said, America is a composite kingdom of all the wicked kingdoms that ever existed. So therefore making America, Babylon the Great, the most wicked of all of them.
That's right.
You know, all of them were wicked, like the brother was going into earlier. All these kingdoms were wicked. But this place is just took the cake, man. You got it.
It says, and devourers of man's flesh, and the feast of blood.
And that's what they do. They do that. They actually eat Jacob. I'm working on reading a book right now about how Esau was eating Jacob during slavery, and how like when you talk about these so-called satanic rituals that perform on a high level, man, they have a whole Jake on the table, man, literally eating that Jake ass, you know, like a ham. You know, but not only that, they put it in the food. So they a lot of shit that you got going on. Like I always say, Esau's wickedness is so high that if you show it to the average individual, he or she won't believe it, man. Like that's why these people believe they're above the law. And so the Most High coming down, the judge on high, he was coming down through his son, Yahushua, and a host of heavenly angels and the elect to judge you, man. So you've been a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth for so long, man. Now it's time to bring you to justice, man. And what we're doing out here is we're speaking this word and giving you your judgment, man. Because when Yahushua comes, he's not going to talk to you. You know, they show these movies about some alien being coming down. Namely, want to look like a man. He want to go sit down and talk to him at the UN. Nah, Yahushua ain't trying to have that conversation, man. He's going to destroy your armies and enslave you, man. Go ahead.
It says, and those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh.
And that's you got that going on there. Merciless murderers of children, man. And our people are full active in that, man.
That's right.
You know, committing abortions, which that's putting your children through the fire, man. They're not even here yet, but they're here, but they're inside the womb. They said one of the most dangerous places for an Israelite child, particularly a so-called black child, is in the womb, man.
Says, and the feast of blood.
Yeah, in the feast of blood, the Drenacone, like the elders were saying about how look at Joe Biden's disposition now. When he's talking about destroying our people, you know, maxing them up, mandating and shit. His eyes wide open. He's excited, man. One of the brothers was like, yeah, that nigga was drinking blood. He was drinking adrenochrome, man. They gave him that nigga a shot of adrenochrome, man.
And I was looking through social media, and that movie Monster Inc. Basically is like a documentary on adrenochrome in cartoons, bro.
Yeah, because they scared.
Yeah, God, they were powering up the whole company, man.
Yeah, that's how the whole company ran off.
These levels be putting shit out there in the open, and people still don't believe it, man.
Yeah, and it was crazy. When I was in the war, I like that movie. Boo and shit. She was cute. But in reality, Boo was a child that was being used, sacrificed for her what? For her adrenaline, man.
That's right. It says, with the priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of health.
So that's what these other nations was doing. That's what the Canaanites was doing. They were doing that big time in the land of Israel. And that's why when we got there, the Lord told us what not to do. He said, learn not the way of the heathen. Do not do anything that they're doing. Matter of fact, don't take nothing of theirs. Kill them animals, kill them men, women, and children, man. Just wipe them out. And we did it. We through the leadership of Joshua and Caleb, man, we eviscerated them under the power of Yahweh Shah, because we were doing what was commanded. You know, I was thinking over the week, you know, which is all spiritual, it had to happen anyway. But if Saul, let's say Saul would have killed all them Amalekites, man, it wouldn't be no Amaleks on the earth, man. It wouldn't be no Amalek left. They would have been those that in that area. They would have been destroyed, man. You know, but the Lord saved them for a reason. Everything is for a reason. When you see what's happening, it's all for a reason. Even, you know, we talk about we're getting our minds set for the incoming invasion of the devil. And we understand that some of us won't be captured. But that's for a reason. For our faith. For a testimony of our faith, man. Right. What you got?
Verse 7, that the land which thou esteemest above all other might receive a worthy colony of God's children.
Yeah, because that's the Lord, because those Canaanites, they moved in. They weren't originally from there. They from what you call Africa. They Hamland. The Canaanites were sons of Ham. And their land was what you call today modern day Africa. So they didn't belong in that land. And going before the Canaanites moved in there and they brought all that wickedness there, that was the center of the earth, man, because that was where the Garden of Eden was, eastward of Eden was planted, man. So the Lord always esteemed that land. But over time of dispensation, the Canaanites, they moved in after the flood was over. And what were they doing there? Were they worshiping the Lord? Were they praying, following His customs, His laws and commandments? Hell to the nizar, man. They were killing children, eating children, sacrificing, drinking blood, committing witchcraft, odious works of witchcraft. They were just going above and beyond, just like America. Homosexuality, lesbianism. You got it, bro.
It says, verse 8, nevertheless, those that thou sparest as men, and didst send wasps, or forerunners of thine host, to destroy them little by little, not that thou wasn't able to bring an ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts, or with one rough word.
Yeah, so the Lord, He could have did it in one swoop, one fell swoop. Just got rid of them. And He said one word, man. Die. And it would have gave it the spirit, but it didn't. Go ahead.
But executed thy judgments upon them by little and little.
Over time. And that's the same thing that's been happening to America. You know, because like Jake in the world will be like, well, why, if we're the Lord's people, why the Lord just can't take them out right now? Why we got to go through this? And we all struggle through this because we get angry and we get vexed in the spirit like, Lord, you just take them out right now. No. They have to fulfill their destiny.
Right.
Like they said when they came to the Americas, it was manifest destiny. It was their destiny to kill and destroy and take our land and enslave us, man. Which they're right, because the Lord set them up for that. Well, He's doing this at the same time. Hey, Esau started falling little by little after 1960, man. Everybody look at their technology of today. You see the cell phones, the Urim and the Thummim, you see the internet, and all this stuff. I was watching an interview, that nigga Steve Urkel, Jaleel White, he played Steve Urkel on his TV show back in the day, Family Matters, and he said, one thing that bugs him out is that people think that the internet was always here, and it wasn't. Because in the 90s, it was no internet. Not for the public. Not for the public. Now, there might have been an internet for the corporations, but it wasn't no internet for the public, man. Like in the early 90s, late 80s, when that show was in its height. Even when the internet started coming out, you know, they started giving computer classes in high school. Like 98. I first went to high school in 98. You know what I mean? So they just started, like, and even then we didn't understand the internet. We look at it, we go to, when I was coming up, nobody had a home computer. Not niggas as big as, like the way you have it right now, like anybody can have a laptop. That was a big thing back in the day, to have something like that. Well, again, you will look at that and like, man, look how far America is struggling. It's reaching apex. No. The apex of American society was in 1950. And then by the 60s, when the 60s start rolling in, it started going downhill. What you have? You had the sexual revolution. You had a world police action going on, so they were at war, and the military was highly disfavored among the people, and not only Americans but all across the world. And then they around the same time they started the race for space. Can you get Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1? Yeah, we start at 3.
Obadiah 1 and verse 3, it says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock."
There's no person more prouder than this devil, man. And you can see that every day in his rhetoric, in his speech. Go ahead.
"Whose habitation is high, that saith in thine heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?"
Yeah, he started off in the mountains of Mount Seir, which is a day called Mount Petra. You go to any of his major cities in the world, where do you see skyscrapers? His habitation is very high. Go ahead. And he says, who can bring me down? Go ahead.
Verse 4, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars."
Yeah, you look at Esau's, his mascot is that bald eagle. But you know that the eagle is a dirty bird, a hateful and a dirty bird, man. It's a nasty bird. It eats. That's why we can't eat it, because it eats any kind of flesh. It's a scavenger.
And it's also like an apex predator. Nobody can really, kill the eagle.
Because it flies so high.
Yeah, so
Like,
that's his pride. Like, who's gonna bring me down?
And when's the last time you seen an eagle? Unless it wasn't in a controlled environment like a zoo or some type of animal here. And them things are huge, bro. And them motherfuckers will swoop down out of the sky and can grab a fucking goat, bro. And grab a goat and take it to his nest. And that's the end of that goat, man. It'll drop it a couple of times to make sure it died, pick it back up, and go take it off and eat it, man. Them things are huge, man. But you never seen a swarm of them, like the brother said. They're up high, so it's an apex predator. And that's what Esau is in this world. Go ahead.
It says, though thou set thy nest among the
When
stars.
you look up that word for nest, it goes to their armory, their military. And they said that's what that whole space guardian, the space force is about. Yeah, I ain't want to take it from you, bro. You got it, man. You got it.
It says, "Then I will bring thee down, saith the Lord." No. I was saying the whole space base was about to set the nest up on high.
They're weapons, man. They're space weapons, and they don't think that they ain't got it. Now, who are they fighting in space? Who they fighting that's coming from space? Yahushua.
That's right.
And all these militaries, they're all linked together. They're all a conglomerate together. Now, America is the so-called the apex of their military, the strongest of their military, the most technically advanced military. And don't get it twisted. You see Jake in the Army, the Navy, Marines, the Space Force. They ain't got those super guns they got, but they got them. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen it with my own eyes when I was in Iraq, man. My first deployment. The special forces soldiers, they had guns that I ain't never seen, bro. We still playing with guns. We were still playing with those military weapons from the 1970s. The A12, the AR-15, the M16, the M16 rifle. That shit came out of the Vietnam War, bro. Niggas still playing with those 5.56. They hold 5.56 military rounds, which those rounds are set to wound. They can kill you, but they set to wound. But the other ones, the AK-47, they got the 7.7, which is like a little whistle. Then they got other shit. They got laser guns. I seen it, bro. All that shit. The shit that they got weapons that they can shoot around the corner without seeing you, bro. But they only get up to the specially trained forces, man. And how they get them is that they sift through the lower ranks, man, to see, oh, this dude's a killer right here, or this dude's a hunter, he's a natural hunter. All he do is get expert on his shots. Hey, man, what you think about coming to the special forces, man? And then they'll have a meeting. They have meetings, different meetings, where they'll call military soldiers in for a meeting, and we think it's just some hours off, and really they sifting. Oh, who wants to join the special forces, man?
Yeah, I always remember, you know, one of my boys in the Navy, he does radar control.
Yeah.
And then one time he told me, he was like, yo, we was out here, we was in the middle of the ocean, man, and then that they saw, like, he called in a helicopter into the boat, and then they brought in a Navy, what's it, the highest?
Special forces,
yeah,
Navy SEALs.
Navy SEALs, yeah, a crew of Navy SEALs. Yeah. And he was like, yo, these were the biggest motherfuckers I have ever seen, bro. Like, these motherfuckers were like 6, 7 foot, like all fucking brolic with beards. They never took off their fucking, like their headgear so you couldn't see their face. And then that they were there for a couple hours, you know, during the day, and then he was doing radar control at nighttime, and then he did it throughout the whole night, and nothing came in, nothing came out. And the next day, people they were curious to see these niggas, like, oh shit, motherfuckers are here. And when everybody woke up, those niggas get up early. They weren't there, they had disappeared. And no boats, nothing. So either the niggas swam or they fucking how do you call them? Submarines that can be detected, like a high tech, you know, vehicle
or plane. Something came and picked them up and got them out of there. They were just on the stop.
That's right.
Either coming from a mission or going to a mission.
Exactly.
And that's how they work. The special forces can be out, can be called up and be gone in a matter of 2 hours. Probably less than that. They ready, they always on call. And when you see them, because I've seen them too, and the Army Special Forces, man, they walk around with the beards on their faces. Why they got beards on their faces? That's a man thing, you know. And they can melt into any kind of population. They bilingual, okay. They know multiple weapons, arms. They do a lot of shit, bro. Because I was in the military, I was thinking about doing it. I was like, oh, I could do some shit like that. Nah, I wouldn't make. I ain't gonna lie, I would not have made this shit. They got some shit called Sears School, man, where they go and they kidnap. And most officers, high-level officers, they come get them. They got to train. They got to do serious training. Because if you kidnap an officer, especially a high-ranking officer, man, that's the soul. So they take them through a process. When they kidnap you, they have you out there like they really want to fuck you up. Like they gonna have to kill you. Yeah, to see if you fit. And this shit is wild, man. I'm like, hell no, I can't do that shit. But in my mind, I said I couldn't do it. You never know, you know. But I wasn't built for that shit. That is just wasn't for me, you know. And they lead you up. But the thing about it is, he does have a specialized military. Not talking about the niggas that you can see graduate high school. Some of them are. Some of them cats is going to special forces. And that one Jake, he was in the Air Force. He went to Ranger School in the Army, but because he would be in the multi-services and go to this shit. You can be in the multi-services and go, you can be an Army soldier and go to the Navy and be a Navy SEAL. But that shit is high level. You know, and they train just hundreds of millions of dollars in one individual. But the point of the matter is they got these kind of characters. And I forgot what we were talking about that even led us to talking about this shit.
But he's his weaponry.
But that's just part of his weaponry, right? But then he got lasers, he got space weapons, he got surface to air weapons that you don't know about.
Right.
He got shit that you don't. I said, man, I remember like years ago, you know, I saw a YouTube video. It was the Army, because the Army got this. They got this whole location where they R&D was research and development, and they had a book bag with nothing but rounds in it. A book bag with rounds.
Like 300 rounds.
Probably more than that, brother. Like over 500. And it feed it to the weapon, bro. So it's just non-stop shooting. Bow, bow, bow. And then remember, a couple years ago, DHS, Department of Homeland Security, they bought a whole bunch of hollow point rounds, man. And then they said they got enough for 3 for every U.S. citizen, man. And then some.
Yeah. Imagine, I was gonna mention when Gab got taken out, they were using the Gatling gun. I mean, it took 2 men. Yeah, it was like 2 men to do that shit, and they killed a shitload of Israelites, man. How much more with the backpacks, man? You can take a fucking a squad of like 50 men with 50 other bags.
it's
Those
over for
motherfuckers
niggas.
will kill like thousands of
niggas
fucking
think he doing something good with his Draco. That ain't enough, bro. That ain't enough, man.
Those motherfuckers probably carry fucking 50 cal bullets and
Yeah,
shit.
hell
bro.
yeah.
Fucking chop you in half and shit.
And spear barrels, man. Because the barrel get hot. So they gotta switch it out. But the point of the matter is that Esau, he put his nets up high. And that's his military, that's his weaponry, his space weaponry, man.
That's right.
You got it.
Back in Obadiah 1 and 4, thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Yeah, you start coming down in the late 60s, you know, when Abba Bivens started standing up. And he started preaching and bringing the truth out. And he started raising up the prophets of the Lord, man. And he started, and so the point of the matter is that the Lord was bringing them down little by little, man. What the 1960s was like, shit, 50 years ago, bro. 50 plus years ago, you know? Now, and this man's been going down over time. And now we're at the end of the end, where this man is about to completely be eradicated and be taken out of power. But before that happens, hey, this man is about to bring it on our people, man.
That's right.
See, while our people thinking everything is all fine and dandy, they out here vacationing, they traveling and jet setting the world, and they think that they're investing in this world, talking about buying a house, 30-year mortgage, you know, and they're proud about this shit. Guess what, man? All that shit's about to be taken away from you, man. And right. like Elder Yeshua said, Lord willing, man, we could probably be out of here by next year. The way things going, and we ain't even hit the winter yet. Right. And Joe Biden said it's gonna be a dark winter, man. He said that.
That's right.
And y'all just let it go over your head. Y'all make fun of the nigga. He does it on purpose. He'll act like he falling asleep. He act like he's dumb. You know, like the niggas in one body that's not in Yahweh. Them niggas, that one body dudes. Oh, Esau, y'all think Esau is smart? Esau is dumb. No, he not. A nigga is dumb.
Hey.
Jake is dumb. Even the Lord said it. For my people is foolish, they are side of children. They have not known me. They don't understand what the Lord created when he created this sword. Esau is the sword.
Yeah, there's a scripture that says they are wiser than Daniel, man.
Yeah.
Esau, and what do you think, you know, this whole technology, the social media, all your credit cards, man, Esau got information on every damn body, man. Yeah. You know, you think he's just, oh yeah, let's just collect all this data and just leave it there. Like, no, man, this nigga's using it for shit, man. He sees, you know, where the weak points of society are, where the strong points, you know, everything, man.
Hey,
he's a fucking maniac, bro.
Man do a diligent search, man.
Yeah.
See, a nigga just comb over some shit. Oh, he walk into an empty room. Oh, ain't shit in here, nigga. Fuck that. Meanwhile, Esau got a treasure chest of death in his room. All he gotta do is press a button, and then the whole room look like a whole world, man. But Jake simple. See, a nigga when these groups like One Body, that's not Yahweh Shai, those one body niggas, and IUIC, ISUPK, what they're doing is they get in Jake to put their guard down.
Right.
That's why that dude, General Yohanan, told the people to take, when this thing first happened, oh, go ahead and take it. But then in the same breath, he said the white man's devil. Why? Because he's trying to get you to get your guard down, so when this man does roll in, you ain't gonna have no guard up. Your spiritual guard gonna be null and void.
He's a hireling. So
yeah, he's a hireling, man.
You know, the bidding of his father, the devil, man.
It is in Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee, man. And look at your cell phones. It's constantly beaming out information through the algorithms. Your smart TVs. You got Jake the Mind Home. You got smart homes. You got everything. This man, he's searching out everything. And he'll play like, hey, though he humble himself, take heed of him. Though he humble himself with tears. That's why it says, never trust thine enemy. And this devil is our enemy.
That's right. His words are smoother than butter.
But yet, war was in his heart, man. And they were drawn swords, man. So don't ever look at this devil like, oh, he's weak. Nah. He's playing that role. He's playing he's a wolf in sheep's clothing, man. Right. Ready to pounce on you as soon as you put your guard down, and it's over for you, man.
That's right. I had 2 Thessalonians 2:7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And that mystery of iniquity was who? Esau, Edom, man. You know, the rulership of this devil. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And there was Paul that wrote that during the time of Yahushua, he wasn't revealed, but Yahushua knew who he was, and but he got revealed.
Yeah, he revealed it to Paul, but at that time, Paul didn't reveal it because, like you mentioned earlier, there was still sins and iniquity that Esau had to commit in order for him to be fully revealed, so it could be, you know what, this nigga's 100% this nigga.
There's no question on the earth who the devil is, man. And now that we at that time now.
Yeah, and it says, and then when, in the end, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Which is this word, and that's what we're doing.
Right.
We're consuming Esau with the spirit of the Lord's mouth, because we're the Lord's mouthpiece, man. These words that we're speaking, they're coming out of Yahweh Shai spirit, man. Not of our own. And the low levels, like this guy, we're not worried about people like that, man. Why? Because he's nothing. These average peons, the Edomites that you work with, they're nothing, man. They're gonna perish here, man. But yet the super elite, they getting this word. When we beam out these messages, guess what? They the first ones on. And sometimes you see a video and they got one person watching. But they ain't saying nothing. That's Esau. They got one like or one dislike, but no views. That's Esau.
Or they'll gather. Well, they do it. They actually do it. They gather all of your videos, man, and watch. Okay, look, we got this group of people, you know, of men, you know, talking about this, you know, which is the missing piece of the puzzle that we couldn't figure out. Because ultimately Esau is doing what? He's trying to decipher the scriptures, man. But since the Lord didn't give him the spirit to understand, he's looking towards the men of the Lord like, damn, these motherfuckers figured it out. You know, and they're, like you said, they're giving you, we're giving you your judgment, you know? And now we're a threat to your society,
man.
A
huge threat, man. Because hey, like Jay Rockefeller said, the internet should have never been invented, man. Why did he say that? He was at a cybersecurity conference, but cybersecurity goes behind fraud. You know, this is part of cybersecurity. Why do you think YouTube is clamping down through their algorithms on certain videos? Why we got to talk in code? Because this man is clamping down through his cybersecurity.
That's right.
And because for a long time nobody knew who the super elite were. And they had, I'm sorry, brother, they had people like Jay Rockefeller. Even one of his brothers was the vice president of the United States, and no one knew it. No one realized that, hey, he's part of the super elite.
That's right.
You know, everybody thought it was just this secret cabal of individuals. Now they came up with that term, conspiracy theorists. Now there ain't no conspiracy no more, man. These super elite. Look at George Bush, man, coming out talking about the NWO in the 90s, man. He said, and we will be successful. When we are successful, and we will be, he had that satanic smile on his face, that smug smile on his face, man. Why? Because he knew something that you didn't know.
That's right.
But now it's out there. The cat's out the bag. Even George Bush said that if the average citizens knew what we were doing, they would hang us, man.
That's right.
They would hang them, but you can't get to them now. They got private armies. They're hiding in the deep underground military bunkers. Okay, they in places that you won't know about.
They created a society where everything is to protect them.
Yeah,
you know, they set up, you know, a policy. They set up, you know, a police, which is basically a private security, as well as the armies, man. All they're serving is what? The protection of the super elite,
that's all it
the
is.
rulers of this world, man.
Yeah, they created a big onion.
Right.
They got walls around them. Right? And those walls protect them. Even though the likes of Bill Gates, what's his nigga name, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, well, every so often, throughout the year, so often, the world's richest man, he always changes, right? Why? Because they're throwing you off the scent. You niggas thinking about, like if a nigga woke up today and Esau said, yo, I'm gonna give you $500 billion, all you gotta do is stand here for me. That nigga gonna do it. And read this script right here. A nigga will be the first one but he don't want that. Esau don't want that. He don't want to give you too much of it. He give you a little something, but not a lot of something. See, like when you look at Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, now Rihanna, Kanye West, now all these niggas are billionaires out of nowhere. When the ship is sinking, now niggas is billionaires now, right? Right? Hey, but them niggas ain't rich. Them niggas ain't got no real money, and they're part of the scheme. But like I said, they created the onion around themselves to throw you off the scent. You know, they start making these. They give you Bill Gates, George Soros, you know, and that's who you think is the super elite. No, they not. They're on a low totem pole of the super elite. The super elite are worth trillions of dollars, man.
That's right.
Trillions, man.
Like if you look at you know, the all world countries are in debt to the IMF and different corporations, and you Google who owns these corporations, they don't tell you.
Yeah, they don't tell you. And then they hide through that too. The B corporation. These are all set up by the super elite to hide themselves, man.
That's right.
And they don't got the same paperwork that you got. They don't got no driver's license. They don't got no high-level education. They don't care about that shit. Why? Because they're in the mix of that. But I'm saying, they hide themselves in these different walls, whether it be the military, whether it be financial officers, whether it be companies, shell companies. You know? These people, they own a lot of shit that you don't know about, man. A nigga see Zach Fifth go crazy. Niggas see Gucci and go crazy, or Louis and go crazy. Super Elite don't even wear that shit, man. And if the wealthy do have it, it's nothing to them. Whereas our people, they worship that shit. You know, that's why they try to make the super elite or the marginal elite, the 1%ers that you know about, look like the average citizen. Oh, you should do with the rich. They don't dress like they rich, but the poor dress like they rich. But they'll show you with Mark Zuckerberg with a t-shirt and some jeans on. Not realizing that t-shirt alone costs thousands of dollars. The jeans that he's rocking, $1,000. They'll show you this nigga in an economic feasible car, right? But this nigga driving a Ford Tesla, not a Ford. I won't even say he ain't even driving a Tesla. Nigga driving a Ford, and you think, oh man, he's driving a Prius. Look, he's all about conserving energy and all this stuff, and keeping his carbon footprint low. Meanwhile, this nigga got yachts. This nigga got fucking planes, unlimited gas, unlimited fuel.
Some of them have space shuttles, so-called.
Hey, that nigga Jeff Bezos, that shit look like a whole penis. He jumped out of the top of the penis, just floating around. Him and his two cronies. And they put it in your face. They put it all in your face. And you think, oh man, he really gonna keep my face here, nigga. No, he didn't. He just tested it for the super elite. You don't know what's in that ISSS. The ISS.
And then they blame the masses of the people for fossil fuel, burning fossil fuel.
Yeah, over consumption of carbon and all that other shit.
How many times these niggas ain't touched that fucking rocket? And how much fuel? I heard one fighter jet engine consumes about thousands of fucking cars in a couple of minutes, man.
Hell yeah.
So it's like how much, you know, damage are they doing?
And what did Jeff Bezos say? I want to thank everybody that worked at Amazon because you made this possible. Yeah, because he ain't spent his money. He didn't spend his money.
That's right.
And they got you all excited about this dude. The whole time, this dude's nothing but a puppet. He's a nobody.
That's right.
And really, when you look at Jeff Bezos, what's his nigga, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, them welfare cases, man.
That's right.
Compared to the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they still spending slave money, baby. I was reading an article I did a video on, and they were talking about, because one of these sellout coon niggas, Larry, I forget his last name, Larry Elder. He said that the families of, you talk about reparations, but the families of these rich people that had slaveholders, they ain't get no reparations, but they did. They got $300 a head, all right, for each nigga that they lost, right? But he said the whole reparation conversation was ceased. But wait a minute, he said because those wealthy people lost property. We were their property. So we don't belong to them Edomites.
And it was stolen property, so it's like
stolen property. So you telling me, but they got insurance for them. Right. You know, because it was a super elite, the Rothschilds, okay, giving the Rockefellers giving these planters these loans. See, a lot of these big Southern family plantation owners, they were getting rich off of loans. And the loans was it was good for a while, a couple hundred years. There was before the destruction of the plantation or the agricultural land and the shift into the industrialization of America. They were making money hand over fist. That's why they were giving those loans to these elite families, you know, and they were nothing but shields back then for the super elite. But they said that they was making over $24 trillion. 24 trillion. Bro, that's, come on, bro. You can, where did that money go?
100% profit.
1,000.
What the hell, yeah.
100,000% profit, bro. Because you wasn't paying nobody, it was free labor.
Hell yeah. And East was a fucking devil.
He's
bro.
a devil, and that's why this man is about to go down.
That's right.
That's why he's going to go down harder than any other nation that ever existed. But he ain't going out without a fight.
That's right, that's right.
And that's what we're getting prepared for spiritually. Brother.
That's right. Back in 2 Thessalonians 2:8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And he's being that wicked, he's being revealed as Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
That's right.
His nationality is that of the Edomites.
That's right.
Starting with your super elite, the Rothschilds, Gettys, some of them like the Rothschilds, Gettys, DuPont, Oppenheimers, the Schiffs, the Langos. Go ahead.
It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yep. And he's going to destroy you with the brightness of his coming. When he comes and cracks up the skies, man.
Right.
Ain't no Aunt Thomasina and no Thea Thomasina going to protect you, man. Ain't no kiss going to protect you.
That's right.
Because you ever notice that when they walk by us, they cuddle their kids, they coddle each other? Get away from them. Like she protecting him from something, man. A kiss ain't going to protect them niggas from a concentration camp.
That's right.
A kiss ain't going to protect them from the RFID chip.
Right.
Jesus Christus and all this putting that shit, that ain't going to save you.
That's right.
Because ain't no white man coming to save you. I got a question. When did a white man ever save you niggas?
Never.
Y'all niggas knew about Jesus on a plantation. You knew about Jesus doing an encomienda system. When did he come save yo Mexican ass? When did he come save yo black ass? Never.
That's right.
He ain't never coming for you, man. But Yahweh Shai is coming.
That's right.
He's the so-called black man. You got it, bro.
Look at Jake.
Jack is simple as shit, bruh. Yo, they kissing them, nigga. You know, especially the Mexican woman, she loves her sons, man. Treats the daughters like shit, but loves the sons, man. But then the Mexican father, he loves the daughters, treats the son like shit. It's weird. That's a weird dichotomy over there, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, and shall consume with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And this is how Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has deceived the world into being his servants, you know? By doing what? By doing wonders, like with what? With their technology, lying wonders, like with the technology, with their healthcare, with their education.
And can you look at that word, the lying wonders in blue letters?
Because a lot of people look at, you know, all the so-called, you know, advancements Esau has made through
science
and in the health industry and shit, man. And it's like, oh, they really look at these niggas like a god, man. Like, oh shit, technology, science.
Hey, look at their movie industry. A couple years ago, they had a whole show called Utopia, and they put all kinds of shit in there. Last year, it came out last year, and every episode they had to give you a warning. This is not about what's going on right now. This had nothing to do with it, but it had everything to do with it, man.
Hell yeah.
Because that Edomite that was the head, which he wasn't the head, come to find out was a nigger woman, a nigger woman leading the pack. But anyway, you notice they ain't come out with a season 2 yet.
That's right.
That whole season 1 was a year ago, which means they did that shit in 19. They ain't bring another episode out. Why? Because that shit was exposing too much, man.
Hell yeah.
Especially when it came to the vaccines, man. Because what were these people yelling for when the children were dying? The vaccine. Did you see it? The show Utopia? Yeah, we watched it, man.
Yeah.
It was like 6 episodes. You had to watch that. Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
Why not?
And that's basically what's happening now, man. You know, it all started with so-called the adults and shit. Now that the kids are being hit, now these niggas, everybody's rushing to get that shit. Like,
everybody words. Give us vaccine, give us. And then he had that lion wonder. He killed one twin. She died from the disease. But then another twin she replaced.
Yeah.
Oh look,
Gave her the
I'm
antidote.
cured. I'm good. I can walk now.
Hell
And
yeah.
she came from some type of society where the kids ain't never seen the outside.
A brainwashed
A
society.
brainwashed MK Ultra society, man. And she was liking all the fame and all that other shit. They had to get rid of her ass. They had to send her back. You got it.
You said Lion Wonders?
Yeah.
Wonders, it says, for the Greek word theras, it says, a prodigy, portent, miracle performed by anyone.
I mean, those are lying miracles, man. False miracles, man.
Right.
Bring it. Like this whole thing at one point, and then you can listen to their rhetoric. Lying ass Fauci, and even your politicians. Oh, just take it, and you won't have to worry about it. It'll cure you. You get it, and you won't contract it again. But now they say that people that got the thing are more potent than anybody. And oh no, because we got like 30% more. Just random ass people telling you, oh no, it's because of this. You niggas are stupid, man. So you just taking it for what? And then you gotta get a booster. You gotta get a Boost Mobile. But yet this nigga get on the TV and tell you take the J. And he leaned over. He said, I'm getting my patience is wearing thin. We tried every way. And now how long did they try? They offered you niggas millions of dollars to take it. The $1 million ticket, lottery ticket, which I said nobody who won that lottery.
Yeah,
nobody went to shut it down because
nobody's participating.
And we're gonna shut this down. So you niggas that did take it, hoping to get $1 billion, you ain't getting shit. They probably gave it to some Edomite or some small ass town somewhere, like they always do. Right? It just disappear off the map. A lot of times, a lot of tickets go unclaimed, man. So it really be some bullshit. That's a bunch of fraud, man. Millions of dollars getting siphoned in, going through some other shit that you don't know about, man. And you niggas play the lottery, and you niggas play the lottery more than anybody on the planet. I know, I used to play it. Niggas put more money in that shit, hoping to strike it rich, and never do, man.
2 Thessalonians 2:9, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish.
Yeah, because the people that take this and they get with this, they've been deceived.
That's right.
And they're gonna perish. Go ahead.
It says, because they receive not the love of the truth,
Because
that they
they
might be saved.
And that's what we're bringing up. We're giving you the truth and whereby you might be saved, man. Because salvation is for the children of Israel. But you don't want to hear it. It seems like it goes on deaf ears. But we out here, this has started something new. Lord, y'all about to try to keep it on our spirit. You know, pop out when we got free time during the week. But on the weekend, we out here every week.
That's right.
And it's like nobody's listening. Very few. Come out here on a Friday, well, nobody's listening. Come out on a Saturday, a Monday, Tuesday, nobody's listening. It's okay, because it's for the elect, but nonetheless, you don't see where you might be saved. It was a door of repentance is open unto you, but you didn't see it.
Understood it not, but despised
You
it.
understood it not, but you despise it. You know, meanwhile, Satan is prepared to go have an all-out war on you, man.
It says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie.
Oh man, and that's what you're doing right now. Oh, just take it, you go back to normality. Oh, get my life back. You got these stars on TV talking about something. Oh, if you don't got the vaccine, you don't deserve an ICU bed. So if you got a heart attack and because you ate a whole bunch of goop, sorry for you, you gotta die. Now, what kind of shit is that? I thought as a Hippocratic oath, you were supposed to help anybody that was getting, but now I wouldn't go to the hospital. I'll keep my ass on, take the herbs, and pray. I'm good, bro.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, I was watching the elders in Dallas too.
Yeah, I was watching him.
Okay. Oh, yeah, unless you get shot.
Oh yeah, unless you get shot. He said, then you got he said, take the whiskey, take a shot of whiskey.
And pouring up
Ah!
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, like they do in the movies and shit, man.
It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
And that's what our people, that's our people. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth and have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. And that's why while real shit is happening, niggas is having pleasure in unrighteousness, man. The people that need to hear this message the most are having pleasure in unrighteousness. You so-called Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and people that go back to us on your father's side. You ain't trying to hear this, man.
That's right.
Until it's too late.
And there's even gonna be some of you, man, in the midst of all this destruction, you're gonna still think that society's gonna go back to normal, man. You know? That's how insane you people are. You see the world is fucking going down the fucking drain, but you still have hopes that this place is gonna get better, man.
Niggas keep rolling that dice. Niggas keep rolling the dice. Oh, I'm gonna get my chance. I'm gonna get my chance. You ain't gonna get no chance, bro. You have your chance, man.
That's why it says, the Lord shall set strong delusions upon you, man.
Yeah,
when
you look at the word for strong delusions.
When that punishment comes, man, you know, it's like you're gonna get judged, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I survived that one, but something better is coming. Then boom, more judgment, more judgment. This is gonna suck.
Nothing, it's over, man. The party is over, bro.
That's right.
The day of the Geechee is over, man. And this is it for you, man.
That's right.
This time next year is gonna look like no man's land out here, man.
That's right. This is the word for delusions. Shalaki.
Yeah, delusions.
Yeah, just not bad, guy. Awesome. Okay, right here. Delusions. The word for delusions in the Greek, it says plane. It says a wandering, a straying about, one led astray from the right way.
Yeah, so like these different philosophies, these different religions, they a lot of our people believe in this shit.
That's right.
Like that one Mexican woman that was walking the block. What she believe? You know she believe in Catholicism and Guadalupe and all of.
And worshiping of the dead.
Yeah, Deo Diaz Mortis. You know she believe in that. That's a strong delusion. That's a strong delusion that they should believe a lot. She won't believe it until she dies.
That's right. It says mental strain, error, wrong opinion relative to morals or religion.
Oh man, wait a minute. Wrong. Well, read that again, brother. Read that again.
It says wrong opinion relative to morals or religion.
Let's break that down. Wrong opinions relative to morals and religion. Look at our people. My people, when you look at our people, what are their morals are about? They're low as shit. Oh, it's just love is love. You know, it don't matter. You can be gay, just don't bring it over here. Niggas used to say that. Now they just say, oh, I love everybody. You niggas love everybody now. But that's wrong. That's a strong delusion that you should believe a lot that anybody should love everybody. It don't matter if you're a 8-year-old who wants to change their sex, because that's what Bible's pushing. Oh, the next person we get, he's gonna be our savior. You niggas did a 100-yard dash to the polls and voted for this nigga Antiochus Antiochus the Pisces the fourth. You ran, you chopping niggas at the starting line to get to the fucking the polls, man. Right. We gotta get Trump out. He's just the worst. Hey, my woman said, hey, y'all niggas was getting more money when Trump was in office, man. He was cutting $1,200 checks, $2,000 checks. Niggas ready $1,400 checks. Why ain't give y'all niggas $300 of your own money? All up until December. Now you niggas, come tax time, you ain't getting no tax back. Because he done gave it to you.
These niggas were running free campaigns for Biden and
Hell
shit.
Yeah. Niggas was running free campaigns for the niggas. We gotta get him. And then he got that black bitch. She was talking shit against him the whole time when she was running trying to be president. And when she lost, he invited her president. He invited her to be vice president. She changed her tune, man. And you niggas got excited. You black niggas got excited. You got Kamala Harris, girl. And that bitch ain't doing shit for you niggas, man.
That's right.
She ain't doing nothing for you. She made a career on her back. She made a career on the backs of black men, putting them in prisons, wrongfully convicting them.
Right.
With her heels up, man. Her nickname was Heels Up. Montel Williams was fucking this nigga. This is that kid. This bald-headed shaved nigga was with the talk show was fucking on his bitch. Then she fucked on an old school mirror as his mistress. You know what I'm saying? Now she got to eat her. All of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, she married some so-called Jew, some Edomite. You don't know nothing about this nigga. When did they get married? They gonna falsify some wedding pictures. But wait a minute, she was a whore all through the 90s and the early 2000s. from the 99 and the 2000, this bitch is a whore.
Hell yeah.
Everybody popped in San Francisco, in California. Everybody got a piece of that ass. Then all of a sudden, she's a perfect wife. We did it, Joe. We really did it, Joe. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong delusion, man. So these people, they change your morals. And Jake's, they listen to it, man.
That's right.
You know, I think one of the elders, Dallas called it old Biden. He was the new Obama, old Biden.
Old Biden.
Yeah, they brought that nigga in, man.
That's right. It says error which shows itself in action, a wrong mode of acting.
Error which shows itself wrong in action. And what did Joe Biden bring in when he came in? Sodomy. The depravity.
Depravity.
Nothing but depravity. The big topic wasn't you people in the 19. It wasn't your jobs. It wasn't unemployment. Okay? What was it? It was transsexuality, man. That's what they brought in there, man. This nigga said, anybody that doesn't accept them in my cabinet, you're fired. Know what he said? Hey, elected a straight up man, an ugly ass looking man who claims to be a woman as the health minister of America. That's the truth. We ain't making this up. But the Lord sent you strong illusion that you should believe a lie. Joe's gonna change it. If Trump can't do it, no one can. Joe's our man. If Joe can't do it, no one can. He's our man. Yeah, look at this nigga, y'all. Look at him. Look at him now.
That's right.
Look at him now. He's a poison pusher, man. He's a shoe drug dealer, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says error, that which leads into error, deceit, or fraud.
Yeah, you saw deceit or fraud. You saw a bunch of these celebrities and even high-level politicians like Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and his wife, so-called take the shot. Huh? You thought they did. So they what? So you can take it. Look, our president took it, so it's safe. Then look at that motherfuckers dropping dead. They're covering it up on TV. Whatever happened to that nurse? Remember that one nurse? She took it and just started having a convulsion, and they had to drag her ass, her limp body off the stage. Where'd she go?
Check this out. This is the definition in the Urban Dictionary. It says delusion. It says an idiosyncratic belief or impression that is firmly maintained despite being contradicted, but what is generally accepted as reality or rational argument, typically a symptom of mental disorder.
Hey, the majority of you average Americans, you got a mental disorder, man. You fucking crazy. Y'all look at us like we bugged out. Y'all the ones crazy, man. Y'all took that serpent's juice. Y'all took that shit and thought it was all good. Now you gotta take 4 or 5 booster shots. Boosting you up. Yeah, you niggas are crazy, man. And that one pastor that said that shit, you niggas are crazy. He was right. He was fucking right. The one thing he was right about. You niggas are crazy.
Let's see, he might be saved. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11.
Because when this place of repentance is open, repentance is for salvation.
That's right.
And you can't see that. Your niggas don't even want to say, I'm sorry, Lord, for doing what I did. I'm sorry for committing my sins against you. I'm sorry for my trespass against you. That's the least you can do, bro. And change your ways, man.
That's right.
Follow after Yahweh Shai. You don't even want to do that because you can't understand it.
That's right. You
got offended by it, like the brother brought it up. You got offended by it, man. What you mean I can't be a faggot or homosexual or tranny or why? What you mean, God? I even know. You know that nigga Boosie, right? The rapper? He went on a big tirade about homosexuality and lesbianism and transsexuality in regards to children. I didn't know that. I'm gonna do a lesson on it, bro. On a Breakfast Club, they had this nigga going back and forth with a whole tranny, a man. Dressed as a woman, a black man, so-called black man, dressed as a woman, makeup on his face, a wig on his hair, trying to convince him that he gotta accept it. And he's like, no, I don't accept it, I don't accept it. And you know who set him up? The Super Elite set him up. He want his Instagram page back. So he'll do whatever it takes. So he gets on there, and they got a fucking tranny sitting on the other side, arguing with this nigga about whether a young child should be changing his or her sex or not. And why is it right? You gotta accept it. Yeah. I ain't making this up, bro. That Breakfast Club is nothing but demonic, man. They saw a bunch of you niggas tuning into that shit every week. millions of viewers, and they got on it, man. They got on it. Oh, like we gonna use them.
Yeah, and them niggas that run that shit, I used to work in that strip club, and all them fucking niggas, Envy and all them niggas used to go out there, and they're a bunch of fucking dumb niggas, man.
Yeah, dumb niggas.
That's all they are, a
dumb
bunch of niggas that want money.
Yep. All they care about, they think that out of somewhere, because niggas getting money now, so-called money now. Hey, the reason why they start giving it to you niggas, because they ain't gonna be worth shit in a couple of days, in a couple of months.
That's right.
Them dollars that you got, Jay-Z gonna be a bum. Oprah Winfrey gonna be a bum. Robert Smith gonna be a bum. Huh? Michael Jordan gonna be a bum. Because if them super elite woke up with your money in their bank account, they kill themselves, man.
That's right.
Even Chris Rock said that. If Bill Gates woke up with of the Brockmans, of the Bushes woke up with Oprah money, they kill themselves, man. You niggas think that's an apex of society. Money. Yo, investing. Hey, you should have known shit was gonna go downhill when they start letting niggas do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
When they start letting niggas in the investment windows, investment doors, investment houses, oh yeah, this shit's about to go. This ain't what you should be investing your money in, man. Cryptocurrency. You niggas is through, man. You niggas gonna be crypto, all right.
That's right.
Hey, go look up that word for crypto. What does crypto mean? What's crypto?
Probably.
Crip. Pop out crip. That nigga C-Mac gonna pop out. Pop out crip.
Crypto, let's see, it says. Well, it says crypto, a person having a secret alliance with political greed, especially communism.
Yeah, and that's what that is. That's all that shit is.
Concealed secret.
A concealed secret. Oh, look, we can just create some money out of thin air like the elite do, and we'll be good. You know, Dogecoin. What's that? Bitcoin. They really cut that shit. They're gonna cut all that shit off. You're not gonna be able to invest in none of that shit. It better be that digital dollar or nothing else. And that digital dollar gonna be attached to what? The mark of the beast, the MOTB, that shit. And they condition you, right now they're conditioning so many people. I'm sorry.
No, and it's crazy how it says, you know, crypto is from the Greek cryptos, which means hidden, you know, and then so-called cryptocurrency is a way to separate from the central bankings or whatever. But what is ESO doing? He's created that alternative, so-called alternative, to do what? To turn the people to use and to get, like you say, adapted to that form of currency, so that what? So that he could set up his new currency and just make everybody have to use that.
That's right. It's because gradualism, man. And they're making this gradualism go quick. That's why now they gave y'all niggas free donuts. They gave y'all, even Biden said, we made it free. We made, anytime some shit that's free, and you already know, no, bruh, don't take it, man. You might take a little bit of some bullshit that you might, but this shit right here, they made it free for everybody. Right. Now, free gonna mean the end of you, man.
That's right.
Oh, we made the shot free, so go take it. We made the test free, so go take it. Because it's free? Who says it's free, nigga? But hey, man. Come on, bro. Anyway, it was a hidden thing. And there's a hidden agenda behind it. What's the hidden agenda behind it? The mark of the beast, man. Right. Hey, get that. Revelation 13 and 16.
Revelation 13 and verse 15. And he hath power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, because we're not, and this is a test for us too. Not taking it, you're talking about we're gonna lose your jobs. Hey, that's why Elder Ariella did a video over the week, was letting us know, man, that hey, now more than ever, us all the body gotta stick together, man. Because some brothers, you know, a lot of our treasuries have been depleted. So we're gonna be reaching out. Brothers gonna be reaching out. So we gotta help one another, man. Because the times that we coming in, brothers losing their jobs, but what about the people in the world that's without the truth, man? They're being threatened with their jobs, their livelihoods. That's right. You know? Their livelihoods. And not everybody can run through OnlyFans, man. That shit is getting played out, man. You know? Right. So they're threatening people's livelihood, man. They're getting you prepared for that. Take the shit, or you ain't gonna have no job. You ain't gonna be able to buy and sell. Yeah, and you even had these doctors, man, that were exposing ESO for, you know, this whole fraud and shit. And what happened to them? You know, they're being destituted of their, you know, masteries of all these things, man. Some of them were even killed. You know, they so-called disappeared or had a so-called heart attack. You know, died of not natural causes, man. You know, ESO is getting rid of those people that are in opposition towards his NOB.
Yeah, MOTB. Yeah.
NWOs.
NWO.
NWO, man.
World.
You know? And he's starting off with those that have influence. You know?
Yep.
Doctors, lawyers, all those people that are, you know, that have knowledge on science and all these things.
Well, that's part of
politics, all this.
Yeah, well, that's part of now you see that they falling on their own tongue. A lot of you doctors actually quit. Matter of fact, here in Hawaii, they had to bring in a whole bunch of nurses. They had to bring in a whole bunch of nurses
from out of state.
From out of state, man. Because a lot of these nurses, they quit. They games like, look, man, they're not taking a mandate, so they quit. So then you got a bus full of nurses throwing up the thumbs and the chakra, all like this and shit.
A bunch of nigga women.
But there was nigga woman on there. There was nigga woman on that bus.
One of my sister's apartments is an out-of-state nurse, and she's coming here for like a bunch of months and then going back to her hometown.
Yeah, traveling nurse, man, getting paid $100,000 to sit up in the hospital with you niggas to max you up, man. Because when you go up in there, no matter what you got a sprained arm, 19, ankle, 19,
right.
Heart palpitations, 19.
As a matter of fact, the testimony, you know, one of the dudes I work with, he's an elderly man, and he had some pain in his knees or some shit. And then they were telling him like, oh, we can't see you right now, like as your regular physician, but you should go to the emergency room. And that nigga was like, nah, fuck that shit. I can walk on my own. I'm gonna walk away from you, because that's what they want, man. Anybody that goes into the places right now, it's a money maker.
It's a money maker. They're gonna automatically give you the shot.
Hell yeah.
As soon as you cross that threshold. And now they made it so that here in Hawaii, that if you're not maxed up, vaccinated, you can't go into the hospital. You can't even get no service, man. That's how real this is out here, man. So especially if you go through for like the elder thing, you go through for what do they call it? They call it when somebody gets shot and they gotta go to the hospital. There's a section of the hospital that takes control of their teeth. I can't remember this shit. It's a trauma unit. A trauma unit. So as soon as you go up in there, you get automatic. Yeah. Especially if you out, you ain't shoot them up, jab them up, and we had to give you the shot because we weren't sure if you had the COVID. Now we saw you had a big exit and entry room on your chest and your back, so we just had to do it because we couldn't take a chance. What you mean? Yeah.
Then Jay wake up and he only got a scratch on
the arm. He only got a fucking scratch. That was a graze. I think he went through my chest. Oh, that was a misnomer thing right there.
Oh, but you benefited.
You benefit anyway. Your mom and dad outside, we gave them an iPad because they ain't taking the shot. But you got it, so you got to talk to them.
That's right. It says,
what happened to that nigga woman? A nigga woman got shot 17 times. You can't kill a black woman. She's a die hard, bro.
Hard to kill.
Hard to kill, man. She got shot 17 times by some chick, and then she's talking about, I'm not mad at the girl. What? She got to take you off the earth, man.
And don't forget that, but let her man have another woman, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she losing her mind. Well, her dude, she was in a love triangle. Her ex-dude, she said, she got shot. He told her he was sorry, but then he turned back to his regular thing. He wasn't hitting her up. He's fucking other bitches. But you in the hospital, for her to get shot 17 times, the bitch is still morbidly obese. I was like, what the fuck are they feeding you in here? More normally a nigga gets shot lose weight. You see niggas going to the hospital skinny and shit. Not her fat ass. She was eating good in that hospital, man. Hey, you can't kill a black woman, bro. Only thing that can kill a black woman right now, according to Esau, is the C-19.
That's right.
That's it.
Back in Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yep.
And he causeth all, both small and great.
Yeah, so whether you're a big person in the society or nobody in the society, gonna cause you to take by what? His deception. Because
Right.
Esau's biggest weapon is deception.
Right.
And he's deceiving a lot of people, man. Even with all these crazy ass numbers, man, that he's spewing out of his mouth, man. Like Elder Yashwama said, they said we were 10% for 13% of the population. Now they're saying we 70% of the people that don't want to take it. Don't make no sense, man. And nobody's doing the math. If we 13% of the population, that's like 4 million people in America, man. Let me see how many people in America.
Yeah, and then he's gonna do it through deception. Then he's gonna make you, he's gonna make it a necessity for you to
Yeah,
have.
he made it.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
did it. He did it. He started with convenience. He started with convenience. Let's do it so others won't get sick.
That's right.
Then he made it a what? A necessity. Hey, you want to go to work? You better get that jab. You want to go to the show? You want to go to the theater? Let's get this jab.
These niggas were putting it everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
I remember, I was watching a news channel. And these niggas were talking about hurricane awareness, and they're like, "Oh, you want to know how to prepare for a hurricane? Get the jab."
Oh, yeah,
and I was like, "What the fuck? These niggas are
how the fuck a jab gonna help you in a hurricane?
the hurricane? Hell yeah, bro."
So it's 328.2 million Americans, right? That's 13% of 328 is 42.6. So there's 42.6 million Negroes in America. But they said you're 70% of the people. Wait a minute, that's not even a quarter. That's not even a half. That's not even half of 328 million.
That's right.
But why are we the face of it? Because, man, you calls it off, man. That's how you gonna do it, man.
Yeah, and if you notice, obviously the majority of the population are Edomites, so-called white people, man. And they're the ones that in masses are not taking it, man.
Yep.
All those conservatives,
Yep.
all them, Christians in the Bible Belt of America,
Yep.
all of them are the ones that are not taking it, man.
Yep.
But they're making Jake, the face of
The face of
the
disobedience.
problem. Yeah, hell yeah, man.
The face of the anti-max.
That's right.
We're the face of it, right?
Right. Because
People of color, Jake and Black and Latinos.
that's right. It says,
Go to any goddamn CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid who's standing outside of niggas.
that's right, hell yeah.
They got niggas with friends out there doing it, man.
You got ISRAELITES niggas,
Yep.
niggas
With
outside
the black sunglasses on, the armbands,
waiting online and shit.
waiting online with their sleeve up. I'm doing this so you won't be afraid of it. What, nigga?
It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to
So that
receive.
means somebody that's locked up or somebody that's so-called free in the world, man.
That's right.
Hey, they let a lot of niggas out of prison last year.
That's right.
All in accordance to the jab, man.
Yeah. They were saying that unless you have the jab, you can't even go on parole, man. So
For real?
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, what? Yo, he's
There you go. They cause the ball, but both free and bond. Read that portion again.
It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead.
Yep. And that's gonna be that charisma.
That's right.
That's that awe. That's that physical awe.
That's right.
Saying that you worship this man and his system, the beast.
That's right.
Yep.
And that no man might buy or sell.
And that shit, they starting it right now. They getting you used to it right now.
That's right.
See, right now they can't stop you from going to a supermarket because they don't know who got it, who don't got it. But now, coming up this week, the spiritual too, we got the Day of Atonement coming up on the 15th,
Right.
and on the 13th, which is magically the 13th, right? Hawaii's going to start that checking for the max, man. If you ain't got no card, if you ain't got no test within 48 hours, you ain't getting in. They're getting you prepared mentally for that physical awe, man.
Yeah, they're making it inconvenient to a point where it's just like people are gonna start saying fuck it. Fuck it, yeah.
I gotta work, I gotta pay my rent.
That's right.
I ain't got no other way to do it. If I don't do it, what am I gonna do? Nah, yeah. I'm gonna find another job. Hey, your family, hey bro, work at the table with me, bro. He got a lot of hours, bro.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Well, we 14 and 9.
Verse 9, Salakia. Revelation 14 and verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast or his image, or receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wrath, Salakia, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
And that's the judgment. That's the judgment. If you take that chip, and like Elder Apostle Star said, man, if you take the mask, you're gonna take the chip.
Yeah, you're bound
You're
to
bound to do it. If you cave in under these conditions,
yeah,
and it ain't even die hard yet, man. It just stopping people from traveling. It's stopping people from eating, going out to certain places to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you look at it as an obstacle, man. Like, you know, imagine, you know, a small obstacle course, and these things that we're going through. Like, I'm trying not to say them fucking words.
Yeah.
But these things that we're going.
The jump shot.
The jump shot is that obstacle course, and the and the consequences of not taking that jump shot. You know, it's like the obstacle course, and it's just a small obstacle course.
Yep.
And if you're giving up, saying, you know what, I can't do that shit, fuck it, I'm gonna just grab this real quick so that I can just go around it and get on that side.
Yeah.
Imagine when the mark of the beast comes, it's gonna be like a fucking mountain. It's gonna be like, oh hell no, I'm definitely gonna go and take.
Hey, one of the brothers showed one of their brothers showed a text thread of some woman. She said she gonna take the jab because she needs to work. She's trying to do things in life, and she needs her job in order to do something. So what, she gonna take the jab?
Bro, my cousin in fucking New York, this nigga said, he was talking to me about one day, he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna take that shit, I don't need it, this and that. They're trying to bribe people to fucking get it, and this and that. And I'm like, yeah. You know, I was just testing the waters with him. And then the next day, or a couple days later, when I was gonna leave, we started talking. I was like, yo, so you coming to Hawaii to visit? Because he said he was gonna come, and he was like, oh nah, bro, I actually had to cancel that plan because my cousin's getting married in Colombia and shit. The only bad thing is that I'm gonna have to get the jump shot because I needed to go out there. And I'm like, yo, Dave, man,
you gotta
only
go out
Dave,
Why
bro.
you gotta go to the wedding, man?
Yeah, like fuck that.
Hey, but
nigga,
see, that's
bro.
the thing, convenience, man. So how much more when you got food? You gotta go buy food. You got this. See, that's another
You can't
thing, too.
function in
You
society.
just don't understand that all of this shit, this is about to stop. All that going to any restaurant you can go to eat, the smorgasbords, going to the, they about to cut all that out, bro. They're gonna make it, it's gonna be government stores. That's it. That's why they're saving these big box stores. They're emptying a lot of these Walmarts. Either they're gonna turn them into sea camps, or they're gonna turn them into locations, man. Sea locations, man.
Right.
You know? Oh, I got kids, they gotta eat. You ain't got no faith, man.
Right.
So you're gonna get that shit, and that's it. And they're gonna take the kids. What are they doing in Australia right now? Taking people's children. What are they doing in Israel right now? Taking people's children.
Right.
Now, if you're 12 and older, you gotta take the vaccine. In order to go to school or do something. Fuck that. I told my daughter, you better not think about taking that shit. I don't give a fuck about your social life, man. That shit's about to be over anyway.
Yeah.
She said a lot of her friends will take the jump shot, shooting the J. You know what I mean? Out there, they're shooting the J. You know, shoot the J.
That's right. Hell yeah, man.
And Jake can shoot taking a shot. But you ain't see, that's not gonna benefit you the way it might benefit an Edomite, man. You're gonna be at a disadvantage if you're an Israelite and you take that, man. A grave disadvantage, man. A grave disadvantage, man. At first they said you could take one J. Now they tell you gotta take two J. Then they say after you take the jump shot, you gotta take a booster. You gotta take the boost mobile. Wait a minute, I thought you was good with one shot. You made the shot, right?
That's right.
It's all bullshit, man. And that's how you gonna do with that shit, man. I'm telling you. All this shopping and going out and playing around, the grinding about to cease. The grinding is about to be low. That's why it behooves you, you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man especially. You need to repent and seek the Lord, man, while he's there to be found. So you can have that covering. Because see, most people, they're going to take this, they're taking this shot right now because they want the covering. They want to keep the job. So they're taking that jump shot. They want to keep the benefits of this world. They want to travel. They want to see the world. I'm gonna show my kids something. Well, guess what? That shit's gonna stop.
Right.
That's about to stop for you, and you don't even see it. You don't even know. And right now we look like the crazy guys, right? Soon, man, in months, you gonna be the crazy guys. We gonna be the smart ones, man. Told you so, nigga.
That's right.
Niggas start turning into zombies, but they getting ready for that too. It don't make no sense that a so-called prestigious, scientific, so-called highly advanced scientific spot like CDC, Center for Disease Control, is preparing for a what? A zombie apocalypse. They said that. We didn't say that. Even Amazon is preparing for what? A zombie apocalypse, bro. Well, who gonna turn into? Hey, a lot of you niggas, man, gonna turn into the horde out here. For real. All they gotta do is activate you, man.
Yeah, and people really think that it's like, you know, people that are gonna die, and because you speak about zombies, man, and they, you know, they picture the shit in the movies, man.
Wow.
But your mind is gonna be like those zombies you see in the movies, man. You're gonna be destitute of food,
Yeah.
of water, of medicine.
Yeah.
That you're gonna start bugging out, man, and
Yeah.
you're gonna go and run to these supermarkets, run to where you think you're gonna find, you know, supplies, man. And like the brother mentioned, man, all those things are gonna be quarantined by government officials, man.
Hey, the NDA,
You know?
look up the NDA 11,000.
NDA.
Yeah, NDAA, and the number is 11,000, 1,100, or 11,000. I think it's 11,000. Yeah, Authorization Act. Well, look up for the it's part of that. Anyway, long story short, they got it set up to where the government can take control of everything, from food, transportation, private or public. And then what you gonna do? Hey, a man like this guy, he in a better position than a lot of you niggas, man. A lot of you niggas with jobs and shit, you look at him and you laugh at this guy, but guess what? He's busy, he's pretty much off the grid unless he gets sick and go to the hospital or something. Did you take the jab? Did you take the shot? Hey, you should have did that. But hey, don't worry, because a lot of Jake gonna look like this and be in that position and took that shot. You thought you were preserving your life, man. Your way of life. But that shot is not gonna preserve your way of life.
And a lot of people that are, you know, homeless now and all that stuff, you know, they're gonna be, or they already are, you know, mentally prepared for the worst.
They're already dealing with not eating all the time.
That's right.
They ain't eating the best foods.
That's right.
They eating what they can get. Hey, he gonna look like a millionaire that day, man.
That's right, man.
He probably know all the spots where they dump certain stuff at. Oh, I know that spot. They get hot. Hey, don't go over there because it's not too good. You know?
That's right, definitely.
Don't go over here because hey, there's a lot of guys go over there. You get beat up.
That's right. Hell yeah, man.
You average everyday citizens, man. You ain't prepared for that. You're not prepared to walk away from your life.
That's right. Well, from comfort.
From comfort. And that's why I was going to get you with that chip on the thread. What she's seeking for is comfort. And the majority of what women look for in life is comfort. They're not used to living the thug life.
Hell no.
Hey, he's living a thug life right now, man. Can you picture one of these women right here going from that to this, man? In 24-hour period? Hell no, man. Hell no, she ain't prepared for that. A man is more prepared for it than that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Women ain't used to dealing with hard times, man. A lot of you women are living in the life of excess and ultimate pleasure. And what does the scripture say about a woman that lives in pleasure, man? She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man.
That's right.
Who the one stuck with all these kids? Women. You don't see too many homeless men with children walking the streets, man. Very rare.
That's right.
Very rare. A child would survive in the streets. So that's why we're going to fill these stadiums up when this thing comes mandatory. Women. And a lot of you simp-ass men, you going to follow your wife, you going to follow your girl, your mama, especially your mama.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or your tias, you know what I'm saying? Your abuelas. Oh, Jesus has us. We're good. No, bitch, you about to die.
Right.
A lot of you young men, you gonna go to that military, you gonna die. Hey, they already forcing people to take the shit right now. What's up, man? They forcing people right now to take the shit. in the shit, they forcing people right now in the military to take that shot. They forcing them to shoot the J. They say, we can hold you down and you can shoot the J. We can use UCMJ, we can use this, that, and the third. All that to get you to take that jump shot. Got you niggas out here looking like Steph Curry, but you ain't getting that reward.
That's right. Back in Revelation 14 and 10, it says, well, I read 9 again. Revelation 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image,
and that's when you take that shit, you worship the beast, man. And they doing a litmus test on the people right now with this jump shot. Oh, they gonna take. You already taking it now.
yeah,
So how much more when the chip comes?
that's right.
You want to get that UBI, the Universal Basic Income? You have to take that shit.
That's right.
See, they got you shooting the J right now, so you can get to the championship.
That's right.
Right? They saying who gonna take the shot right now? He gonna take the chip. He gonna take it.
If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in the forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
And that's how we know that this poison, this venom that they're making you take right now, that is not the chip. Why? Because they ain't putting that in your forehead, they're putting it in your arm. But that chip is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, and it doesn't prevent you from buying or selling, because people that don't have it still could,
some way to
buy
do
or
it.
sell.
Yeah, because they still got these mom and pop shops open. A lot of these stores, they gonna take any customer they can get, because if you leave it up to the fact that whether they got the vaccine or not, they're gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're not prepared for that.
That's right.
But see, that's Esau. He's trying to shut down, trying to get that middleman out there. That's what that middle class is all about.
That's right.
Trying to get you middle class people to crumble. So now all you left with is a big box stores, Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Amazon. You know, all that they leave you with few choices, man. Because in the new world order, you have no choice. They said what? You're gonna have nothing, you're gonna own nothing, and you're gonna be happy. That's what they said.
That's right.
That's what they say. We ain't making this up. This coming from the WHO, the World Health Organization. People like what's his name? Klaus Schwab. They saying a lot of this stuff, man. You're gonna have nothing, you're gonna own nothing, and you're gonna like it. And they say they want this shit done by 2030. It's 2021, baby. And you ain't got 8 years. We ain't got 8 years. We ain't gonna be in no 8 years, motherfucking years. So they talking about 2022, 2023. It's just gonna be crazy out here, bro.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
See, a lot of y'all see all these people traveling and vacationing. But in reality, Hawaii is in a hole right now. They say it's gonna take them to 2023 just to bounce back to pre-COVID days, man. And it's the truth. We're not making this up. You little bit of $1,000 or $2,000, you buying an Airbnb out for a weekend, that ain't enough. A hotel, that ain't enough. They want a whole year when these streets were shut. We was out here. Victoria's Secret just opened back up, what, like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 months ago they just opened up. Yeah, man, they was shut down for all of 2020 and half of this year, bro.
Yeah.
And they still don't got the volume, the customer volume that they used to get, yo. And they close early. They close early because they get charged for the hours they use. So they got to shut down early.
Right.
Especially on a weekend. And a weekend, that's a volume day. We be out here on the Sundays where it be closing like 4 o'clock. They be shutting down. Yeah. Everybody knows that, man. A lot of these stores, they ain't got the money. Look, Ralph Lauren never opened back up.
Oh yeah, that whole mall.
That whole shit right there.
Oh yeah.
That shit used to be open, popping, bro.
Yeah.
Man, remember when you first came in, bro? There used to be people in and out of that shit. I never bought nothing out of there, bro.
I never even planted there.
Never.
Just passed by.
And we never will. And we never will. Because you know why? Because it's closed.
Right.
Because it's closed. And it's going to close down again. This time, when the lockdown happened this time, it's not going to be like the last one. It's going to be worse.
Right.
It's going to be worse.
Man. Right.
All right, man.
It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You know, and that's the consequence of receiving ultimately what? The MOTB, man.
Right.
Which is what? Which is a sign of voluntary slavery, man. A lot of you people think, oh, what is that? Or oh, it's just like, you know, an advance in technology. No, man, the Lord sent his prophets out here to let you know, yo, if you take this, you're voluntarily accepting to be this man's slave, man.
That's it.
A slave to him and to his society, to his system, man. So that's right. If you take that mark, man, you're through, man. The Lord's gonna destroy you, whether it be, you know, in Jacob's trouble, through judgment, through war, through pestilence, famine, you know,
also be the nuclear missiles.
Or through the nuclear missiles, man, which is that fire and brimstone.
That's it for you, man. No video. Thank you. Fucking goop.
Nigga.
Why they do that? Why you do that? But yeah, but that's it. That's the ultimate judgment.
That's right.
And if you if you're weak at this point, how much more when that comes out, man? And that's short to come. Way shortly to come, man. Shortly to come. Not 2 or 3 years from now. That is coming.
That's right.
No matter how much, you're gonna see things rapidly change, man.
Speed up, man.
Speeding up, man.
That's right, man. You know, they always, you know, that phrase that Esau be saying, that never let a crisis go to waste, man.
Never let a good crisis go to waste.
This
That's
nigga
right.
has created the biggest crisis, you know, in the world, man. You think this nigga's gonna just let it go to waste and just bring shit back to normal? Hell no, man.
Yeah,
He's gonna keep the shit rolling, man.
Yep, one of these dudes said, hey, what happened to the flu, man? You ain't heard nothing about the flu last year,
What happened
bro.
to everything else, bro?
Yeah, everything else. Flu, chicken pox, nothing, measles. Nothing. All you hear is C19, C19, C19.
Hell
That's
yeah.
all you hear. Why? Because they are ready to bring it in, man. It's a part of the new. He said, a lot of these politicians saying, hey, this is something you got to get used to. It's just something you got to get used to in the new world order.
That's right.
We can wrap it up, brother, man. And so, Lord willing, man, we'll see y'all Sunday on our regularly tuned scheduled. You know, we just wanted to start. You know, Spirit jumped on me, then jumped on the brother. We linked up this morning and we talked about it. So we're gonna come out here tonight and go do our thing, man. You know.
How about Gmshawaii?
Yeah, how about Gmshawaii? That's right, brother. That's right. Yeah, how about Gmshawaii? You close us out.
Okay, so with that, Akim, we hope the camp was edifying. Again, all praise, sound, and glory go to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace salutation to you, Akim, out there pushing and defending this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, to the hopeful land. Hey, shalom till next time.
Hey, shalom to the elect.